Okay, this is Springfield Johnny, also known as John Prusco, alias John Ambrose, Braskowitz, Yahoo. So it's getting late in the evening. The sun is just about to touch down on the horizon. I've had to dress down because it got warm here, Springfield, Oregon. I started out with a brown coat and I had suspenders, pants, but I don't have my pants on. Got my shorts on. Yeah, that's it. Put the shorts on. So this is. I think I'm inventing weird, crazy religion, Christianity, and I realize I'm inspired by that minister that made $1 billion, and people give him airplanes and stuff. But he's really crazy. I'm not as crazy as he is, but he's gone. See, he's an actor par excellence. So we're talking about name. The name, how important the naming of my daughter was that I wasn't part of. And let's start with saying there's maybe 3 million good singers in America, United States. And I think my daughter might just barely make it among the 300. Especially with this song that she sang that I got to hear her. But let's go back to that closet with her mother. And we're folding up the clothes for the kids. The laundromat was 100 yards away down the street. We've hauled the laundry back, and I'm telling her that, I got a famous sister, Rosamond. Is that her name, Rosamond? No, that's her middle name. Her middle name is Christine Rosamond Brusco. That's the name she was born with. And I tell her, she's a famous artist. Yeah. Well, she's in fact one of the highest paid artists in the world, and she just so happens to be a female. And you could just see Patrice light up. You could just see the gear in her brain. Hey, I saw it. Didn't recognize what it was. She was giving her stalking orders by the goddess or god of stalker. See, and she wanted to, hear more. What's going on? How does she do this? She wanted me to give her a biography, and she wanted to know, I said, well, how we get along. I said, well, we're not getting along at the moment. Do this without the glasses. I can see the Lee in me. Robert E. Lee and Christopher Lee. I can see that in my face. See that? There's Robert E. Lee kind of leaning back, and here's Christopher Lee looking down at the little hobbits and the orcs. Yeah, maybe I'll leave these off. So I was getting a little irritated because basically she's saying, well, I had this couple of religious experiences on LSD where women came out on top and they were like the goddess. They were more powerful than men, and and they were always meant to rule over men. And where does your sister live? Can you give me her phone number? Oh, can I have your sister's phone number? No, I don't think you need to talk to my sister. See? And this is like the beginning of it. She's, well, I mean, I'm just beginning to understand what stalking is. And it's done by people who want to be famous, and they've done a fearless more inventory of themselves. And they realize they don't realize, I mean, they know somewhere that they're not talented and are gifted, and they're never going to be recognized for their achievements, you know, whether it's dancing, ballet, or singing country western music song. They're just, or, being, Bob Weir. See, they're just not going to be Bob Weir. There's already a Bob Weir that exists. And who's out there? See somebody in the audience. Yeah, is that you? Is that Paul? Is that Paul Drake out there? So, this is where it began, see. And only now, as I look at what the stalking is, that I've suffered from this, I'm a victim of it, do I understand that? And I suspected it when I learned that Randolph Del Piano was a notorious imitator of Bob Weir. He was a con artist. He was actually coming into assuming his identity and identity theft, stealing his identity to actually live the life that he imagined that Bob Weir would be living. A lot of girls, hey, a lot of groupies wanted to screw these rock stars, and of course they had a lot of money and a lot of food and sex and drugs. And a lot of recognition. Boy, you are famous. Wow, let me shake your hand. I love you. See? And now I wonder who put him up to this. Who got poor Randolph Del Piano into this identity theft stuff? Okay. Well, who stole my daughter from me? A couple times. 3 times. So Patrice is the villain of this whole story. That has to begin with the famous person, Rosamond. They've got 2 books about her. They talk about movies, and I'm talking about writing about us because she gave me credit for her success. In fact, I had a great influence on her life. She walked in my footsteps. And so, of course, I'm the enemy of the stalker. See, to get to Rosamond, they've got to, get me out of the way. Yeah. And I got this feeling as we're in this closet, this beautiful walk-in closet, that did I just hear that Patrice wants to go around me to get to my sister? Oh, that's fucked. But these are the fuck times. See, the real hippie thing is dead or dying. And now we've entered into a new age of the yuppie, where all these hippies want to become millionaires. And Patrice is a narcissistic megalomaniac. She really elevates herself amongst the hippies, her contributions, and her revelation that women are superior to men. So what is that? Well, let's look at it. Let's look at what's going on in the Bible, and probably what happened to the war. This is sort of the war between men and women. And well, at the beginning, the first religions probably were erection gods. That, thank you for giving me another beautiful erection, God. See, and then what do you do with erection? Well, you put it over there in that thing, whatever that thing's called. The helpmeet, the servant, the slave, the woman. it's got to go over in her because she's got this vagina. See, people are going, this guy's a religious guy. Where's his Bible? Where is my Bible? Yeah, it's a religious sermon. Okay, live with it. It's the new Trumpite religious sermon, where we talk about it in just about anything we want to, dirty sex, anything. Okay, yeah. So, of course, this is your hunter-gatherer, not your hunter. Basically, hunters are a gathering society, which the women, invented. But you killed deer and elk and gazelles, and then you got a boner, and then you put it in the woman. And praise be to the erection God. See, and you're pretty much it. Everything was centered around you. Praise the boner. The women praised it, honored it, and because that made him feel good about himself, and he went out and did some hunting and brought back the food. So, what does this have to do with Rosamond anyway? What'd you like to know? Yeah. So, the goddess started coming into being, especially when they started growing grain and rye up in northern Africa, the whole crescent. And once men and women were able to live without the hunter anymore, the women rose into power. Just because they realized that, wait a minute, yeah, there's the boner, but then there's my pussy, and after the boner goes into my pussy, this baby comes out. Oh my God, I make life. I'm the real bonus. Wow, look what I did. I created a baby. It happened in me. I had something to do with it, if not everything to do with it. See, that thinking is on its way back, big time. Well, try to make it come. God, this sounds so weird. This is how it happens. So they have the grain. You have to store the grain, the rye. They grow onions, and so the goddess said, "Hey, I make life. That's my job. That's what I do. Worship me." And the men did. They didn't want to be with the hunters anymore. It's hard work. Just go out there and dig in the ground, put the seeds in the ground, and up comes all the food you want. And out of the bellies, the swollen bellies of the women of the goddess came life. And the man said, "Oh, look, I think I like this baby. This is mine." "Oh yeah, it's yours. You can have some ownership of it." "Oh, good. Oh, great. Oh, can I name the baby?" "Oh, sure. Yeah. Oh, go ahead. Phil. It's all, because I want you to really be invested in this somehow, see. So you go ahead and name the baby." "Okay, Abraham. I'll name it old Abe. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine with me." So you've now got the rise of the goddess and the ruling harems and the goddess, and the women have all the power, and they got control over the male, who all of a sudden just doesn't worship his erection. He worships his children. He thinks having his children on his lap and loving him and stuff, and it's a pretty good deal. See, and, thanks goddess, thanks for all these children that love me, and now I can have grandchildren. Eh? She said, oh, yeah, you can have that. So, but you got to work out. You got to go out there on the field every day and work like a slave for me and the children. Okay. Wow, what a deal. Okay, show me what I got to do. Do I got tools? Oh, yeah, you got tools. Okay, pick up those tools over there. Follow me. Okay. So that went on for a couple thousand years. And then Abraham and his seed and his sons conquered that. And they wanted to reverse that. Do another switcheroo on it, where the penis was like, of God. Penis is the greatest thing ever invented. And women are liars, born liars. They're never wrong. They'll say anything to go off scot-free and not be culpable, because see, they enjoyed that as the goddess, see, the rulers, that we're above blame. We are the deity. The deity is always right. So, well, look at our deity. This is God, Lord, Father of the Jewish people. He's never wrong. And so what they really had to do to the woman is what they're doing today, which the Republican evangelicals elected to the House and Congress are doing. And that's to shame the body of the woman. And when you read Judaic literature, the Midrash, and the Bible itself, you really see that women are unclean. They're depicted as unclean creatures. And this is because they have menstrual cycles. And this unclean blood comes out of them. It's not good blood, bad blood. Stinks and everything. Ugh. And then her belly swells, and you want to get away from that. You don't want to be around when she has the baby, because out comes all the placenta. And this snake is latched onto your child. Hey, Satan's snake. The belly button, see? That's the biblical cord. Men like, look at this. She's been with Satan. That's the snake. And that my child is born of the Satan's snake. It's all her fault. We got to purify her. We got to give sacrifices to our God. We've got to make a big altar and bring the animals from Eden and burn them and sacrifice them to get rid of the Satan and biblical cord. Oh God, she's so unclean. How? Why did you do this to me? Why did you give me this unclean thing? It's going on right now. They're passing laws. In these states that women can't have abortion unless they get a pelvic examination. Put her up there with a stirrups. These doctors are crying. I'm sorry, I got to make this fake inspection of your innards before I can abort your child. I know, doctor. I'm so ashamed. I'm so dirty. I'm so unclean. This is going on right now. This is another flip, see, because during the 60s, women who took drugs and LSD and hung around with the hippies, they did have visions, see. And they did say, wait a minute, I'm equal to my male counterparts with my visions. See, you know, we're going to be on top now. We're going to reverse the whole thing. We're going to turn it all over. Man, I'm a victim of that. Okay? Because she had plans. Her and Del Piano made plans for my daughter. When she went back to calm him down from wanting to kill me, she told him in those 2 hours they had sex, and then they lied there smoking cigarettes in bed, naked, and they're going to go. And I got to tell you something about John, our neighbor John. He's got a famous sister called Rosamond, huh? Really? Really? How come he didn't tell me that? Well, I didn't think he wanted you to know, but he thinks you're a creep and a parasite. Well, well, aren't I? Well, no, you're a con artist. You're a con man. You're a convict. Eh? You've been arrested for impersonating a famous person. But see, what we got to do is put the big con, the long con on John, and get around him and get to his sister, who's got all the money. Okay? John's a nobody. He's a nothing. We got his child in my belly, swelling up. We've captured his daughter, the only child he'll ever have, because he's an old man now. He can't make another one. We got it. Well, I wasn't that old, 40 years old. But she got my baby. It's like kidnapping. See, it's part of identity theft. But this is baby theft. This is embryo stealing. See, to get to the money, get to the wealthy Rosamond, who's down there in L.A. Partying up with all the famous people down there. Just, they got the best drugs. They got the big old lines of cocaine this long. I was just getting lines this big, see. Christine down there doing the long line, and I did them with her, so I know what she was doing down there. She met a couple of actors. Hey. So, this is... So when Stacy Pro put that advertisement looking for people who knew me, give me a ring. I'd like to get you in my book about my ex-employer. It's not about my sister or anything like that, or my daughter. It's about my ex-employer, and I'm the caretaker of her legacy because she was insane. Rosamond was out of her mind, and I just had to come in there. The chaos was there. I had to take it over. So here they come walking in the door. And, see, my daughter really is a bit player in all this, see, because who's really walking in the door is a megalomaniac, narcissistic megalomaniac called Patrice Hanson, see. This is what stage mothers are. They live vicariously through their children. They only want to use their children to get their foot in the door down Hollywood so they can sit around and gossip, about their acid trips. I was the whole earth queen of the acid rock scene in Berkeley. Oh, really? And that's my beautiful child. Isn't she talented? She can sing the chrome off of a bumper. She's so talented. Yeah, but she gets it all from me. Me, I'm telling you. Well, what about her father? What? Who? What? Oh, that guy. I got him out of our life a long time ago. It don't matter. Heather doesn't need no father. She's an immaculate conception. See? She's an immaculate conception. She's proof that the goddess worship is the only worship you ever need. That's the power of the woman. The lion seed theft. She stole my baby, and she ran off with a con artist. They made a movie of this. One of my favorite ones. I can't remember. It was Straw Dogs. Whew. So this is not new. I'm sure this is not new. And I'm sure men tried holding men's anonymous meetings, right, where they get together and talk about how a woman just took him for everything. Boy, once she got my name on the marriage certificate, I'm going to put you through hell now, because guess what? I'm pregnant with our child, and I got the marriage certificate, and now I'm going to go see my attorney. Hey? Did Heather know all this is going on? Yeah, she's 16. Yeah, everybody in California, every woman, young teenager knows what goes on, what happened to their fathers, and why they only live in a big house with their mother. Yeah, it's called the snatch and switch, or the bait and butt. It's magic. It's how nothing women that don't do anything, don't accomplish anything, aren't stars. It can end up living like a Hollywood actress. See, get some sucker come in there. By the way, I see that you're kind of a poor man. Do you have anybody that's got money in your family? Any famous people? Any famous artists or actors, actresses, or something? Yeah, okay. You just give me their names, and I'll make a list of them right here now. Ooh, famous artist, really? Can you tell me how much she brings in a year? Just a clue. Really, that much? Really? Well, I'd like to meet her. There it is. This is life. Yeah. Now, I'll probably never see my daughter again and my grandson. I've seen him for 8 years. But, I'm not going to be long for this life. I don't need to see him anymore. It's not like I got a whole future of seeing them. Seeing my great-grandchildren, that's, once I got onto this racket, this con, they got rid of me. Because they're working a new con. This is a woman thing that they're doing. Strange. I get some pictures of that. They got some kind of circle. You put your legs in it. And there's all kinds of symbols and things you move around your legs. And it's all for women, see. They invented a new religion, and they got this kind of plastic board or whatever that you roll up, and you roll it out, and the women get on the board. It's kind of like a Ouija board or something, They don't need us. They don't need Christianity. I mean, these are California women. Okay? So I think I just about covered it, except I wanted to sing Zachariah's song. And I want to try to recreate it. The male is not supposed to sing it, but I want him to sing Zachariah's song of the horn and the broken bows. And God will raise up a mantle over Judea. Wow. Hey, I can do it now. I'm making these tapes to be a half hour long, so the next one I'm going to make, I'll come right in. I'll wear the costume, I'll do Zachariah's song, singing after his son's been named by the priest, and he sings So this ode to joy, and I'll come right in and do it. And I'll be doing this for prosperity, see, because I'm the only one that can do it. I just did a little bit of it. Not bad, huh? But it needs, no one's ever done it, see. There's no ministers that know anything, no theologians. What I've been telling you, see, how John the Baptist got named, why he got named, and why this is so significant, not only to Judaism, but Christianity and evangelicalism. Okay, well, shut down KORE. That's what I'm going to call my handle. It doesn't exist anymore. Herbert Armstrong's Radio. This will be the continuation of looking at the prophecies of the Stewart family and the royal family. And it's pretty darn interesting. I'll get into that maybe right after I do my song. I'll talk about the Stewart, Holy Blood, Grail Line, the Moravians. Okay, have a good one.